Our big goal is to train the next generation, continue bringing people into the industry. This should be minor. The paperwork has us repairing this piece.
When you've gone through enough revolving door employees that the old system isn't working, then it's time to attempt and try something new.
Ron Reichen has been running Precision Body and Paint in Beaverton, Oregon for almost 40 years.
Morning, Ben. Living the dream.
In that time, he's built Precision into a company that rakes in $10 million in annual gross sales and employs about 80 people in 2 locations. Precision specializes in high-end cars, and finding enough skilled craftsmen up to date in the fast-changing technology of the field is key to Ron's success.
Were you guys going to put anything on the bench today?
Well, what Ron is doing right is he's investing in training.
Ken Madden advises the governor of Oregon on workforce policy issues and runs his own industrial staffing company.
A lot of employers now, they just want somebody off the shelf. They want somebody coming to them trained and ready to go to work. It's not occurring right now.
Critically, the companies that need skilled labor have not started their own programs to train young workers.
But we're backed up 2 weeks on our loaner cars.
Ron discovered why early on.
We found that we were training people for our competition, and no one else was doing it, and the need was huge. So there was a vacuum, and there was a lot of pirating of the staff that we had created. So one night at 3 in the morning, I was listening to some news. They were talking about student loans and the challenges that students have in paying off those student loans. And I go, why doesn't our industry create a student loan type of program?
Now, every apprentice Ron takes on signs a contract stating they are taking out a $20,000 unsecured loan from Precision Auto Body and Paint. Then, for each year the apprentice continues to work for the company, $4,000 of the loan is forgiven. If the apprentice stays for 5 years, the entire loan is forgiven.
They had to have some skin in the game, and this number is tangible, but it also creates that golden handcuff that we were looking for to keeping them from straying.
What he's doing is he's making a commitment on both ends. He's making a commitment to his employees, and he's expecting his employees to make the commitment back.
This is the only body shop I've ever worked at because I became an apprentice and I've moved within.
Rob Leeds signed up for the apprenticeship program at Precision 10 years ago and never left. He's typical. Of the 9 workers who have gone through the program so far, all but 1 are still working there.
And that's Ron's big message. He doesn't really want to train our competition's employees. So a big part of that with the apprenticeship program is we're going to train you and we're going to invest in you so you will provide for us in the future.
Precision doesn't expect to see a profit out of their new apprentices for the first 2 years, and they might even have a slight loss. However, by the time they become master technicians, Precision makes 40 cents for every dollar of labor they charge to their clients.
As they become more skilled, as they become faster at their craft, our company benefits from that.
Yeah, see all these brackets right here? This is all part of the fender.
The apprentices themselves start out at around $10 an hour, but when they become master technicians, their income can jump up to 6 figures annually, including commissions and bonuses. That's critical for young people in need of a stable career, like Precision's newest apprentice, Matthew Sharp.
I'm a single father of 2 kids, so I needed something that would apply to stability in a career instead of just a job where I don't know if I'm going to get laid off, or when they decide they don't need me, I'm just going to be just out of luck.
Before finding the Precision Apprentice program through Job Corps, Matt was caught in the same bind as many in his generation. Training costs money, but it's hard to make money until you're trained.
I came here because, you got to pay for school, and I didn't have financially, it wasn't stable for that to even pay for school, and it takes 2 years. And then after 2 years, you don't know if you're even going to be able to get a job.
Matt is now almost a year into his apprenticeship. His mentor, Rob Leeds.
I just take personal pride in the fact that someone's taken the time to invest all this money and knowledge in me. I would like to pass that on to someone else. It makes me feel good knowing that I'm helping to provide for his family by educating him and setting him on a career path that could change his life forever.
great.
That's my son and my daughter in the background.
So the son's older?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Ron's apprentice program has brought success to his company, while the average age of his employees has fallen by 20%, a good sign for the future. He says his program can work for other businesses facing a shortage of skilled employees, but they should proceed cautiously and take the long view.
Don't discount it until you've tried it. Don't try to start with 5 or 6 or 7. Start with 1. Be slow to hire and quick to terminate. You're going to have to be a dad sometimes. You're going to have to be a disciplinarian sometimes. But you also have to give praise and reward. So do you have the time and do you have the conviction as a business owner to do that? And then realize that you're not going to see that benefit for 3 to 5 years.
He's putting his money where his mouth is. He's being a part of the community, and he realizes he's going to make his business stronger by training his own employees. And in return, that comes back usually tenfold.
But if you loosen all those, get all those guys out, and these 3 out, then we'll see how much movement we can get from these fenders.